You're watching WDEF News 12 this morning with Rachel Esch, meteorologist Brian Smith, and your time-saver traffic tracker with Sunny 92.3's James Howard.
And welcome back to WDEF News 12 this morning. It is time for How Does Your Garden Grow? And we are joined by Tim Holcomb from the Holcomb Garden Center. He is here to answer the questions that you may have. 756-1212 is the phone number. Again, 756-1212. Any gardening or lawn questions that you have, feel free to give us a call. Before we get into the phone callers, speaking of the lawn, speaking of the gardens, first off, you guys have a lawn class that's going on tonight, because this is getting to be the time of the year when you start reseeding your lawn and taking care of it for next year.
Well, most of the lawns in this area are cool season grasses, and this is the time of year to be sowing them, thickening them up, and making them look better. And tonight at Hickson is our How to Have a Beautiful Lawn class, and tomorrow morning at Fort Overthorpe is the same class at 9:30.
All right. And, of course, also, as we mentioned just a few minutes ago, we have the pansies. You got your first shipment in this week, and kind of a sign of fall, if you will. And what makes pansies and mums so popular, and can you put them in now?
Well, you can put them in now, and the thing that makes pansies so popular is you plant them when school starts, and they bloom till school lets out. When it gets really hot next summer, they pansy out. But they love the cool weather, fall, spring, and even in the winter when a little snow's out, they'll still bloom.
And I kind of ask you, too, because it looks like, this weekend, a real taste of fall. It's going to get everybody in that spirit. Yes. But next week, we are going to go back into the mid-90s. Yes. But something like a pansy can still handle that because
the cool nights. As long as the nights are cool, they're very happy. And they go by soil temperature, and the soil temperature is getting consistently cooler and cooler as the days get shorter.
Thank goodness.
They'll be fine.
Once again, 756-1212 as we're answering your gardening questions. Sandy, our first caller. Good morning to you, Sandy.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
I was wondering, how do you get rid of crabgrass?
Well, a couple of ways. One is a product called Weed Out with Q, and the product Q is what will kill the crabgrass, and it will not hurt your regular lawn grass. The other thing is, as soon as we get a frost, it's going to die. Crabgrass isn't annual. It'll die out completely this winter, and next spring, be sure that you put out a crabgrass preventer to stop all those crabgrass seed from coming up.
Once again, 756-1212, answering gardening and lawn questions. Lee is our next caller. Good morning to you, Lee.
Yeah, when is the best time to plant grass seed?
Well, September is the best time. If you have a lot of trees, the sooner the better. You want to get it up and going before the leaves start falling, and then keep those leaves off. If you don't have a lot of trees, you can do it even into October and you'll be okay. Plant it soon and keep it watered, and it'll be up and nice and very thick next spring.
David is our next phone caller. Good morning to you, David.
Yes, I have a grapevine that half the grape.
Go ahead.
Half of the grapes only though gets ripe, and the rest is they just stay green. What's my problem with it?
The vines may be quite thick. You can thin those out so they get more sunshine. It allows them to ripen up more. Be sure you fertilize them in the fall each year. That will increase the growth of the grapes themselves and keep them well watered. If it's too dry, they'll almost be stunted and not mature like they should.
From lawns to grass seed, the grapes, he knows his stuff. But unfortunately, we are running out of time. And again, we're encouraging you to stop by the Hickson store this evening to learn more about when and why and how you should keep that lawn green even through the winter months. It is Tim Holcomb at the Holcomb Garden Center. The Hickson address is 5513 Highway 153. Tonight's class starts at 7 o'clock. And of course, we also have a class tomorrow in Fort O. And that starts
9:30.
At 9:30. Stop by the Battlefield Parkway Holcomb Garden Center as well. Make it easy for you. Just go to their website, holcombgc.com. There is a live look at their website and, of course, their hours for the big Labor Day holiday weekend. Tim, we appreciate you stopping by this morning.
Thank you very much, Brian.
All right, folks, we're going to take a short break. We have a lot more to come here on WDEF News 12 this morning.